Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is the first lecture of Math Class 9. Before discussing the chapter 1, I want to discuss the preliminaries of this course. Let's discuss Introduction to Algebra. The subject that we are studying is known as mathematics. We need to clear the idea of definition of mathematics. Basically, the subject that deals with the study of numbers, shapes, logic, quantity, and arrangements. Mathematics teaches us to solve problems based on numerical calculations, such as algebraic expressions, algebraic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And after applying those algebraic operations, we can find the solution to particular numerical problem. The word mathematics comes from ancient Greek word mathema, meaning that which is learned, what one gets to know, and hence also refers to study and science. Now we get back to our preliminaries. First idea behind the preliminaries of this course is the algebra. Now, what is algebra? The basic idea of algebra includes that it is the main branch of math or elementary branch of maths that uses alphabetical letters such as small a, small b, small c, up to so on, capital A, capital B, capital C, up to so on, to find unknown numbers. These unknowns are named as variables. These values, which are known or fixed in the given expression, such as numbers or fixed values, these are called constants. So, what we know that in algebra, we have two types of values. One is unknown number, whose value to be found using the special technique, suitable technique for that problem. And second, we have given values such as numbers. Numbers can be different types such as rational numbers, integers. Okay, so we move on our simple arithmetic operations that are involved in algebra. These are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And of course, this operation is basically being applied on the combination of algebraic expressions, like which may include constants, coefficients, and variables, such as we have this equation x plus 10 equals to 0. Here, clearly we can see that variable is x and the constant, there are two constants. First is plus 10 and second one is 0. So this is basically an equation, a linear equation having one variable x. So we were discussing about terms, constants and variables. So this idea will be continued and we move on to algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions in maths are made up of variables and constants, and they are combined using basic algebraic or arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These expressions are known as terms in algebra which constitute to make algebraic equation. Like we have seen in above example, x plus 10 equals 0. The values which are known in the given expression can be represented by help of either variables or constants or coefficients. Algebraic expressions basically covers the simple operation of maths like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The basic example of algebraic expression can be a linear equation in one variable. The example is x plus 10 equals 0. Now we will discuss the terms related to algebra and algebraic expressions. Equation, equation or equation, both are correct. An equation is an open proposition or statement which implies two identities separated by the sign of equality. The sign of equality, we have two small parallel lines up down. As you can see, this is known as sign of equality. Expression. Expression is simply defined as a combination of some terms along with plus or minus signs. And the extra point is that there these terms can be combined with either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Like terms. Those terms which have same variables and exponents, same variables and exponents are known as like terms. And finally, we reach to our exponent or power. Two final concepts of algebraic expression. First is exponent or power. You need to understand this. There is difference between exponent and degree. Degree we will decide later on. But here we have in our basics, we have exponent or power. Exponent or power of any term determines that how much number of times a term being multiplied. The term may be a constant or a variable. Okay? Now, we have this term 2. Thi- This is acting as a base and its power or exponent is 3. Now 3 determines, this power determines that this number 2 is being multiplied 3 times. Now 2 if being multiplied 3 times, it becomes equal to 8. That's another discussion. Now, as I have referred the term base, what is base? The number or term whose exponent or power is raised or being multiplied is known as base term. For example, see this above example 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3, here 2, as I already told you, is acting as a base, and 3, which is raised to power, which is a power raised to 2, here 3 is or exponent or power. Now, this is an additional point I am discussing with you. That is the concept of degree. We have an equation, a linear equation, which we discussed above. This is x plus 10 equals 0. Here we can see that highest power of variable is also 1 and least power is also 1, right? So in this case, highest power, which means degree, degree of this algebraic equation, linear equation is 1. Also, every term is raised to power 1 here. So, uh, so due to this highest power 1, we say this equation as linear equation, and so in it involves only one variable, so we can say this is linear equation having only one variable. Now back to our formulas. The proof will be discussed later on in upcoming lectures, but let me discuss and show you some basic formulas of algebra. First is a square minus b square, which becomes equal to a minus b and a plus b. Remember that when we have an equation, when we have an equation, the left hand side becomes equal to right hand side and vice versa. That means right hand side is also equal to left hand side. If a square minus b square equals to a minus b into a plus b, then if we solve right hand side, this also becomes equal to left hand side. This is the meaning of equation. These are two separate statements which are equal. That's what I have already told you an equation is. An equation is an open statement having two separate statements, two separate combination of terms that are being equal. Yes. Now we are back to our second formula, which is a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. If there is minus between a and b, so only there is a difference of minus along with the term 2ab, and the rest remains the same. Okay. Now we have combination of three terms and its whole square. What is this equal to? A plus b plus c raised to power 2, that becomes equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times into ab plus bc plus ca or ac, and the rest of the laws you can see here, and that's all for today, and see you in the next lecture.